Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. It is the final chapter. How do I know this? Well, when I looked at the chapter screen, it became very obvious as it says Final Chapter, Field of Beginnings. So every single thing we need to get done has to get done now. We have to do absolutely everything in the game and get it to the point where we're happy to say we're completed it and we're going to the final mission. So, that's what we're going to do. But we are going to do it without the watchful eye of Arval. Arval, the vessel for the consciousness of an ancient being, may or may not have involved time travel. I'm not entirely certain. It might just be my own theory right now. May have been the sword that let us escape. I don't know. That faded to black and we just escaped. I'm not entirely sure what was going on with Arval. If I'm 100% honest with you, Arval's a little bit of a mystery. Now, maybe the other route, the route that we didn't go down, the bad route, it would reveal more about Arval. Because, in theory, that's the route where we're just going to go to the Ashen Demon and slay him. At which point, you know, things become a lot simpler. And maybe Arval is still there at the end to tell us the whole story? I don't know. Maybe another route has more information on Arval. I imagine it'd be very interesting on the Kingdom route. Especially if it's still got Rhea there and other such things. I imagine that could bring out interesting questions. It could be interesting on the, it could be interesting on Edelgard's route potentially. There's a lot of those who slither who potentially could be a part of her route. So potentially we get more info there. I don't know. Previously in Three Houses, the lore route was this route, as in it was the Golden Deer's route. But it doesn't seem to be the case in this one. They seem to be the main kind of facilitators of action, of things happening. So, anyway. There is one other thing that could give us info. This final support. Just sitting here, tempting us, going, hey, you want to know what happened? And before we do that, we're going to talk to everybody. But then we're going to find out what happened. Also, hello, Owl. Thank you. Okay, in here, who have we got?
Over here!
Hey, Commander. Word is the war is almost over. Is that true? Once it's all done and dusted, I'm gonna go start a new life outside Deirdre. You should think about what's next for you, too. If you haven't already, you can't be a mercenary with no battles to fight. Oh yeah, another thing that's kind of weird. We're in the final chapter, and the game has not yet said, hey, I found a wedding ring for you. Who do you want to marry? Like, there's no paired ending currently for us. We don't get to choose who our forever person is. I wonder how that's going to work. Anyway, hello.
What did you need?
The Federation army took out Thunder Catherine, right? She was one of the Holy Knights of Seros. This is just a rumor, but I heard she was Count Karen's daughter from the kingdom. If that's true, House Karen might hold a grudge against us. Oh, is that going to be relevant? I don't know, maybe. Okay, and in here. Hello, Marianne.
Who are you?
I don't think Lady Rhea and the Knights will go to Fyrdiad.
Let me see.
I get the feeling they'll want to fight on the Tailteen Plains. Let's ask why.
Huh?
Why do you think that? They'll be at a disadvantage in an enclosed space with no reinforcements. And there's another reason too. Saint Seros vanquished Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in the Tailteen Plains long ago. If they restage that battle, the Central Church can once again display their authority to all of Fódlan.
That's all.
That's what I imagine Lady Rhea is thinking, at least. But it's only a guess. I would prefer to fight on the plains, if possible. I don't want any towns to get drawn into our battle. Oh, okay. That's a surprising amount of info there, Marianne. Okay, very insightful. Hello.
Excuse me. Did you need something?
We could end up facing against the Archbishop's assistant Seteth in the next battle. He helped me out a lot during my days at the Officers' Academy. He comes off all stern and scary, but he can be really nice. I truly hope he survives the coming battle. Okay, well, I mean, he might. Hey Shamir, you still don't care? I've already put too many former comrades back into the dirt, but I'll probably kill far more in the coming battle. I can almost hear her screaming at me about it, with good intentions, mind.
Let's do this.
I want to stop giving people reasons to yell at me. Let's make this the last time, Shez. Oh, okay. I think she's thinking about Catherine. Interesting. Hello.
Thoughts?
Have you heard about the town hidden under Gareth Mock? It's like a sunless trash pit for people who have nowhere else to go.
Okay.
I used to live there myself, so I went to check on how things were now, but it hasn't changed a bit. It was just as peaceful as ever, despite the war raging above. Maybe once this whole thing's over, those people can finally come out and live in the sun again. Okay, maybe. Also, maybe it's not unlocked, and maybe it's peaceful because, you know, like, the DLC hasn't been released. It being the DLC area for 3 houses, maybe it'll be the DLC area again. Who knows? Are they doing DLC for this game? Who knows? Nobody tells us anything. Hello. Hey Shez, I heard you were having some trouble. Is everything okay now? All that's left is to take down Lady Rhea. I really hope that will end the war for good. Expressed out. It may not be enough. We don't know how the Empire and Kingdom will react. We'll just have to step in and make them get along. I'm so sick and tired of this war.
I'll do it.
Anyway, first things first, we got a battle to win. Let's do this. Alright, sure. Hello, item shopkeeper. Also, Anna's just here. We don't have to go find Anna. That's a weird one.
Quality, friend.
Okay, cool. See ya.
Hope to see you again soon.
Don't need to worry about you. Hello.
Well,
People in the kingdom have taken the Central Church's protection as a given their entire lives. I doubt their hearts will change so easily, even if we do remove Lady Rhea and the Central Church. The people will never trust the ones who deposed her, no matter how hard the kings try to smooth it over. Let's agree with them. Maybe so, but this is the only way to bring about the future we want. I guess now isn't the time to be wondering who exactly is included in this future we're dreaming about. Anyway, no point in dwelling on all that right now. It won't matter a bit if we lose.
let's get to work.
I'm a devout believer and from the kingdom, so I admit my feelings on this are complicated. But it's part of my job to be on the winning side. Okay, fair enough. Hey Anna.
Wait a minute. Interesting.
A struggle on the Tail Team Plains? Oh, sorry, just thinking out loud. It might surprise you, but I used to do tons of business at Gareth Mock a long time ago. So I used to see people from the Central Church all the time, that's all.
Well, hello. Thanks a bunch.
Oh wait, that says she has new items?
Interesting.
You have new items?
Welcome.
What have you got? I mean, for one, you get the
Nothing but
Master
the best
Seals.
for
Oh, you can
you.
just buy as many as you like now. Makes sense, given it's the final chapter. Yeah, sure,
Is
we'll
that
buy
the
that.
one?
And then I'll buy
Is
all
that
of
the one?
these. Because
Is
we
that the
can,
one?
basically.
Is that the
And we
one?
can turn them into smithing stones.
Nothing but the best for you.
So
Is
keep
that the
buying.
one?
Keep buying.
Nothing but the best for you. Is
Nothing
that
but the
one?
best for us.
Nothing but the best for you.
There we go.
Come back
Right.
soon.
Hello.
What's going on?
We've been doing nothing but running around fighting, but we can take it. The Federation army is bursting with motivation. We can't wait to bring about a new era for Fódlan. I'm gonna give them what for, just you watch. Okay, sure. Anyone in here? Is this guy? What are you looking at? That's not right view. Okay, moving on. Gatekeeper, anything to report?
Nothing to report. Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Listen to this. I was able to see my little brother at Gareth Mock, and he's doing well. I was so glad he wasn't on the enemy's side. We wished each other the best and then went on our separate ways.
Got it.
Gosh, I can't wait for this war to be over. Then everyone will be able to laugh together again, no matter where they're from. Cool. Hey, Gerald. What's up?
Hey.
I'll tell you, Lady Rhea is the last person in the world I want to see. I owe her a great debt, but our relationship is more complicated than that. I wanted to turn my back on it all, so I ran away. Despite that, here I am again.
We have work to do.
All I can do now is see how things play out. It's time to end this. Okay, fair enough. Hello.
What did you need?
My job is to take note of what you all accomplish and report to Her Majesty the Emperor. I'm not spying, I assure you. I simply report what I've seen. I mean, this seems like there's a small,
Supplies
there's
are
not
the
like a
lifeblood of any
huge
army.
differentiation between those two things.
Everything
Whatever.
has its use.
You can be here.
Hey there. Come here.
There's been a stalemate at the Western Front for quite some time, but it's not hard to imagine the kingdom getting overwhelmed there. The people in the Western region will fight to the death if the kingdom is ever in danger. But the lords there don't get along, and there's plenty of bad blood between the Western Church and the Central Church too. I'm sure morale will only grow for the King of Fargus and Arianrod. But I doubt that would ever be enough to send the Imperial army running on its own. Okay, fair enough. In here, in this way. There's somebody here apparently. Oh, there we are.
Hey.
Once the Central Church is gone, the eastern half of Fargus will be without a clear governing church. I could see the Western Church trying to take it under their influence, but the Archbishop's followers would never accept that, nor would they submit to the Southern Church without protestation. Perhaps then the Eastern Church, or I suppose it's possible a Northern Church could spring up from the ashes of all this. Potentially, okay, they're just throwing out some ideas. If His Majesty had to choose between sacrificing the Central Church or the people of Fargus, he'd sacrifice the Church, even if everyone in the kingdom hated him for it. But if that happens, I'm sure he'll... I just don't know what I can do. Let things play out. You need to draw the line somewhere, Ash. If you care about him, then respect his decision. I understand your logic, but I just can't do it. I want to help how I can and repay the debt I owe him. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Bernadetta. My father was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I know it wasn't appropriate, but I couldn't help but laugh. But I'm glad he survived.
Right.
No matter how much I hate him, he's still my father. Oh, fair enough. Short but sweet. Right, along here. Hello.
Excuse me, a moment.
It's clear Claude intends to end this war as swiftly as possible. And you know what that means.
Huh?
I do. I have less time to make a name for myself in this war, which could make it harder to bring about House Nouvelle's restoration. So I shall have to make everyone aware of my magical prowess right here and now. Alright, sure. Hello, Happy.
Talk to me. Listen up.
I understand that we gotta get Rhea out of the picture, but do we really have to kill her? Maybe she'll just give up and back down on her own. She has to die. No, she has to die. She'll continue to have and wield her influence so long as she lives.
Right.
Well, you're all a lot smarter than me, so I'll take your word for it. Why do I get the feeling that was meant to be a bit of sarcasm?
Talk. Excellent.
Rejoice, Shez, for my brother has come to our aid.
Ah,
My dear brother over here told me this was to be your final battle, so I came running. I even spoke to the king directly about it this time, though I may have massaged the truth a little. An Almiran general has sworn to aid us in a battle that will change the fate of Fódlan.
I see.
Isn't this a perfect picture of the future His Majesty wants to create? Once this war is over, I'll get you over to Almira next. Okay, cool. Anything going on in here? Books, no books. Okay, fine. Right. Hello, Aloise.
You there.
You might have picked up on this during the battle at Garrick Mock, but Lady Rhea is not to be underestimated. Not to mention, she's probably furious right now. She's usually so tranquil and composed, I shudder to think of what she'll do when she's enraged.
Ready and willing.
You better make sure you're fully prepared. Good luck out there, Shez. Okay. Hello.
Hold on a moment. What seems to be the problem?
Most of the Central Church's followers who lived in Garrick Mock fled to the kingdom. However, some went into Burgundian territory and are now somewhere in Leicester. We won't be able to let our guard down, even if we do take out the Archbishop. Fair enough. We'll be here later. Next place is this one. Hello.
We must speak.
If Archbishop Rhea is gone, will Fódlan and Brigid be becoming closer? Though Brigid does not have any other friendships except the Church and Empire. Let's admit it'll be difficult. Yeah, I don't think building relationships will be easy given everyone's history. Yes, I agree, but someday we can be overcoming that. Fair enough. Hello.
Look
The captain's been on edge since our last major battle. I know he used to be in the Knights of Saros, but something tells me that's not the only reason why. But I can't get up the courage to ask him. Maybe I'll see if Aloise knows anything. Yeah, you'll know some of it, I think.
Looking good.
Oh, there we go. He hadn't spawned in yet.
Did you know?
I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but I don't agree with how we've been fighting. You must feel the same way, right? Come on, you can tell me. Agree? I guess our decisions have been a little haphazard, like we're just rolling with the punches. There is nothing wrong with that. We did the best we had with the hand we were dealt. Then what do you have a problem with? We fight all day, but we never get to party. Claude's usually all about that. Once this battle's over, I'm gonna insist he throws us a banquet. I'm talking pork, poultry, and the biggest hunks of mutton you've ever seen. You do that. Hello. Claude's plan is becoming clearer to everyone now. So even though I'm a former Imperial General, people are slowly starting to treat me better. Except now they come up and talk to me for no reason. I'm not a noble anymore, so I can't imagine why. Do you want to go back to the Empire?
Let's see.
Do you want to be a noble again? I mean, the Empire is your home. I imagine you'd want to go back. Not at all. I don't want to inherit my family title, or deal with any of the responsibilities, or those responsibilities. All I wish for is a peaceful world where I can nap as much as I please. That's it. Alright, well, good to know. Who have we got round here? It is Lysithia.
Right.
I'm so glad you're alright, Shez. Could you give me a more detailed description of what happened? What did you see and hear? I think it could help us figure out the true identity of those who slither in the dark. Okay, I'll tell her. No problem, but where should I start?
Let's see.
Let's see, Arval went and... No, wait, I probably need to explain who Arval is, huh? So basically, this is voice that's been in my head. You know what? Never mind, it sounds like it could take a while. It might cause another disturbance if we don't take action.
I'll take care of
Right
this.
now, we need to prioritize ending the war. Let's make sure we're fully prepared. Yeah, sure, that's what we'll do. Also, have they always been looking like this down in the dumps and exhausted? I don't know. Maybe they look more exhausted as it goes on. I suppose you also look a little bit exhausted. Like nobody's really energetically walking around in like in step like we've seen before. I never really got the concept of faith, so it's hard for me to understand the Archbishop's followers. Though Eddie and Claude have earned their people's trust too. In a way, I guess that's almost the same. And now these two forces of faith are clashing. I can't imagine the goddess wanting to have anything to do with a conflict like this. She would.
You sure?
I don't know, maybe she would. She's supposed to be beyond human understanding, right?
Oh,
I suppose so. In that case, I'd rather she stayed out of it. Oh, okay. See ya. In here we have...
Excuse me.
Well, we'll come back to you. In here we have Ignaz.
Greetings. Let's think about that.
This battle will surely mark a major turning point in Fódlan's history. It's overwhelming to think that I'll be part of that. If I survive, I want to paint a picture of the battle. I feel like somehow it's my duty to do so. Alright. See ya. Hello, Judith.
hey.
Claude's grown into a fine young man. Don't you think he's a rather dignified king? I wonder what Tiana would say if she could see him now.
I have to tell you.
Anyway, enough on that. I have to say, I never thought Nadir would come rushing to our aid. Getting past Fódlan's throat must have been tough. You never guess he went through all that just looking at him. That guy's really something else. Alright, and here we have...
Greetings.
It is not an exaggeration to say that Fódlan's history has always been intertwined with the Central Church. But we will put an end to that and uproot that notion. I might be crushed under the weight of such a momentous responsibility. Do you not feel the same way? Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I guess it is a huge responsibility.
Do my ears deceive me?
You do not sound perturbed at all. You could do with a little more passion. You may be a mere mercenary, but you cannot become apathetic. It's people like you who will play a key role in the coming age, not us nobles. Though I certainly do not intend to exit from history's stage entirely. For I am none other than Lorenz Helmond Loster. Alright, see ya. Hey Claude, what's up?
Look who it is. How's that?
We're finally approaching the end of the war. You gonna be okay, Shez? No, I'm not worried you'll attack one of our allies again. Really? But that Arval being gone now, right? I'm not sure.
Nuh-uh.
I don't really know how this is gonna play out. Never been without Arval before.
Uh-huh.
I know, but you look like you're in good shape. Just tell me immediately if something feels off. Thanks to you, I had the chance to speak with Edelgard and Dimitri directly. What happens next is up to them. We've got our own fight to finish.
One step at a time.
We shall emerge victorious and usher in a new era. Okay, if you say so. And last, but certainly not least, the Ashen Demon.
It's good to see you again.
I'm glad you and Claude made it back unharmed. I was so confused when you got caught in that strange magic and vanished. Yeah, thanks for not killing us. Thanks for not cutting me down even though I attacked you. You didn't seem to be in control of yourself, and I couldn't just kill an ally. And now we have the support conversation.
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. Can't believe I tried to kill you. It's alright. I know that wasn't really you. Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before. About some mysterious presence within me? That's right. Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way.
Is he gonna tell us the name of the presence inside his head?
The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides. Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
I'm really hoping now Sothis, goes, oh, wait a second, I know those names.
That beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talked to Arval more, now that I can't. That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there. But there's still so much I don't know.
Oh yeah, when they do the merging thing. Sothis becomes unavailable to talk to in 3 houses, I think. Outside of one particular thing that you can do with, the marriage band. Yeah, so maybe Sothis isn't available to talk to right now.
Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Claude and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us. Are Arval and Epimenides the same being? I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve. I did notice one thing.
Oh?
What's that? It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them. But they were making sure you weren't harmed.
That's not really what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear some lore, but I suppose that's cool. That's surprising.
Seriously? Arval was protecting me? It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case. I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows. Right?
Well, that was kind of what I was hoping, but it seems the goddess is not making an appearance to give us lore.
But, hey, thanks for telling me that. Really, it does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the 2 of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. Catch you later, okay? Only the goddess knows, Well, The goddess may have been the one telling you that.
Alright then. That really wasn't what I wanted to know. I wanted lore. I wanted cold, hard lore. But we got some, you know, emotion talk, which was cool and all, but it's not what I was looking for. Anyway, what I think we're going to do now is we're going to take a break. We're going to end the episode here. And then next time we're going to come back, we're going to go well into doing all of the training that we got to do. We're probably not going to do volunteering this month. If the training goes well, we're probably going to go heavy into getting buffs. And then we're going to buff all of our weapons up. And we might start by doing some of the old missions. Like, we might start going through them and getting the old S ranks. Just because they tend to give a ton of experience and other such things. And they also give us a bunch of gold. And I want to get them all S ranked so that we have, like, one complete route. I think in future routes, I probably won't go for all the S ranks. I'll only do what's necessary to get through, and then like S rank anything that seems interesting. Like, hey, we got this really cool weapon if we S rank it. That sort of stuff. But we'll ignore the ones that are just like, you get a Boolean. So, I don't know. We'll see. You know, actually, before we end, there's one other thing we want to check. No paralogs. Ah. Oh well then. Oh well. Right. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more consistent videos towards the end of the series. So, thank you for watching, see you next time. Goodbye.